Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be SuperBowl recipes. I'm going to show you 3 easy, well, relatively easy. Like 2 of them are really easy, and this first one that I'm going to show you is a little bit more complex because it has the most ingredients. And I'm doing this because I know most people are doing appetizers for the SuperBowl. At least usually we do a whole bunch of dips. We'll maybe do one little appetizer and like something for dessert, but we don't usually focus on food. But my friends this year were talking about how they're doing all these little appetizers and all this stuff, so I thought I would share with you these 2 appetizers, and the last one is a dessert because I couldn't do a video like this and not include a dessert. And all the recipes I'm just going to link down below in the description box, because I got this one off of a website. I tweaked it a little bit, so I'm going to share like the actual link, and then I'm going to share how I tweaked it, because I was following the recipe originally, and then I realized okay, that's just too much of this certain ingredient for me, so yeah. But I'm just going to kind of show you how I do it. I started by scrambling the egg, or yeah, technically I did scramble the egg, but I did it with water instead of milk, and I didn't season it at all. And I seasoned the flour, and I seasoned it with onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, because I love Italian seasoning lately, don't know why, and salt and pepper. And then I did the same seasonings in the breadcrumbs. That way there were 2 layers of flavor. And this called it the recipe originally made like 36 nuggets or something, and you use like 3 chicken breasts or something. I had 2 left, so I thawed those out and cut those into like nugget sizes, and I kind of tweaked based off everything, because don't get me wrong, I love onion and garlic powder, but there's a place for it, and onion powder was just, this particular night that I made those was just making me, the smell of it was making me sick. I don't know why. So I just didn't use as much onion powder, and honestly, I think if I ever do these again, I'm just gonna do salt and pepper, because they were good, don't get me wrong, but it may have just been my taste buds the night that I did this. And I've been craving chicken nuggets lately, so I think that's why I chose this as an appetizer. And yes, these are more of a kid-friendly thing, but I eat like a 5-year-old. If you watch my channel, you will have seen that my appetite is very similar to a toddler's. Okay, so after the chicken was cut up, I just put the chicken in the flour, and I'll coat it in the flour, and then I'll put it in the egg, and then I'll put it in the breadcrumb mixture, and I did just spray that pan. So I sprayed the pan that I'm putting it all in. And I'm sorry, you can hear the interstate, because I live right next to the interstate basically, so no, that's a helicopter, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry about that noise.
Why you keeping me waiting? All I want, me and you, been so long, been so long. Why you keeping me waiting? Lose trust,
Okay, so I think the background noise is gone. I'm sorry if you can still hear anything, but I just baked these at 400 for, technically I did 20 minutes. I put them in for 10, I flipped them over, and I put them in for another 10. And I just did it this way, that way I wouldn't forget to flip them. Am I the only person who does this? I will forget to flip something if I don't set it for like the halftime and it tells you to flip it. So this is what they look like when they came out. Honestly, they weren't as crispy as I thought they would be. And I could have put them in there a little bit longer, but I didn't want to. So this is what they looked like when they were all done. And I just kind of put them around a plate and put some ketchup in the middle of it. Okay, so this next appetizer is probably the easiest one. It's pigs in a blanket. You literally need 2 ingredients. I just got the crescent dinner rolls, and I got the cheapies because I'm wrapping them around hot dogs. They don't have to be the good ones. And I just got the cheddar little smokies, and I got the ones with the cheddar on them because that's how we like ours. If you don't like them, then you don't have to do them that way. And of course, if you want to make real big pigs in a blanket, go right ahead. But when I do that, I do biscuits. And am I the only person who does this? When the can doesn't open, I smack it against the counter. I know you're supposed to use a spoon, and it's technically written on there on the container that you're supposed to. But no. I'm getting my aggression out. I'm banging it on the counter. And I'm using the crescent roll, so I am pinching the seams. And I like the crescent rolls for the mini ones. I don't know why. I just do. And there were only 35 hot dogs in this pack, so I did have some leftover crescent roll dough. Honestly, you don't have to pinch off the excess like I did, because I went back and put the excess back on the ones that I didn't think had enough dough on them. looks like before they go in the oven, and I just followed the directions on the package for the crescent rolls. 375, and I baked them for 10 minutes. I originally put 8 on the timer and then put them back in there for 2 more. So it did take 10 minutes instead of 8. And this is what they looked like when they were done. This lighting is not doing it justice at all. And I shaped them like a football, well, a rough football, because I saw this on Pinterest and I thought that would be cute to do that. And then I realized a few days ago that I shaped it wrong. Still roughly looks like a football, and you could, of course, put the line on it with mustard or something. We don't eat mustard in this house. Put mustard in stuff, we don't put it on stuff. So, the final recipe is football pudding cups, like I said. I have to have a dessert, and I eat like a 5-year-old, and I wanted chocolate pudding. So, that's kind of what I did. And of course, if you don't want to make your homemade chocolate pudding, you don't have to. I've shown this in a video before. So, I'm just kind of roughly showing you, and I will find the video with this recipe, and I will link it in the cards because this is my recipe. Well, I don't even remember where I got this recipe from. I've had it for years, and it's tried and true, and it works every time, so. But I'm just making chocolate pudding. Then I'm going to color some Cool Whip green, whipped topping green. I'm going to put that on top. I made Oreos look like footballs. And yes, you will see I'm using the Halloween Oreos, but that's what we had left, and yes, they are still good. But of course, you don't have to do that. And then I just put them in a glass, and I put some chocolate pudding on the bottom, the green Cool Whip on the top. And then I put my little football Oreo on the top. And if you don't want to use an Oreo, go right ahead. You can use a Nutter Butter. I saw that on Pinterest, and it does look more like a football when you coat it in chocolate. But I didn't want a Nutter Butter. I wanted an Oreo. So either way, I think it looked really cute. It didn't have the shape of a football, but it looked really freaking cute. And you do not have to use an actual glass. You could buy like the actual, like you could use little pudding cups or like little plastic cups that they make for Jello shots. Or you could go buy like pre-made chocolate pudding and just put green stuff on top, green Cool Whip on top of it, and top it with an Oreo or a cookie or whatever you want to do, and make it that way. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm just going to show you how I made it, and if you want to make it completely different than how I did, go right ahead. all of these recipes were a hit in my house, especially the pigs in the blanket. I don't know why, but the night I made those, apparently we were all freaking starving because everybody loved them. So I guess I'm making those again for Super Bowl, and or maybe even before then. And of course, I do chocolate pudding at least once every 2 weeks lately, or sometimes more depending on how bad I want it. So yeah, and the only thing that I was iffy on was the chicken nuggets. Of course, you don't have to do this. If you want to, you can go to the store and buy actual chicken nuggets. Or popcorn chicken, that actually sounds really good. But I wanted to make homemade chicken nuggets that night, so that's what we did. And of course, you can make it as complicated or as easy as you want. Because if you don't have the time and you don't want to waste, and you can pre-make anything, you can buy store-bought. I'm not against buying store-bought stuff at all. It's just I wanted homemade chicken nuggets and I wanted chocolate pudding. And I like my homemade chocolate pudding better than anything I'll buy at the store. So yeah, so that's my 3 easy Super Bowl recipes. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like videos like this, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, because I do videos like this every now and then, usually around holidays or sporting events and stuff. But yeah, so other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.